Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Tarot, but it's not Tuesday, it's Thursday. And I have so much to share with you on the reasons why I was not available on Tuesday. It was a good reason, and it was an unexpected reason, or I would have given you guys the heads up beforehand, but it was pretty cool. I already have Becca and Lori in chat. They've been talking back and forth as I'm getting stuff ready behind the scenes. I'm just really happy. That's all. Hey, Lydia! How are you? How are you? So, tonight I am going to go ahead and kind of start reading tarot pretty quickly so that way Lori can go to dinner because I know that she is about to have some good times with family. So, I want to go ahead and get her read. And then, after I get her read, I can talk about what happened, why I wasn't here. So, Lydia, I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm glad you're doing okay. For some reason, you and Sam have both been on my mind a lot lately. A lot. So, yes, Lori, you'll watch later. Hey, Miranda, what's up? It was a good conversation this afternoon, Miranda. All right, Lori, I'm going to go ahead and get you read. Lori, I feel very warm right through here. Like there's been smiles more so than tears. I feel very warm. And just shoulders are down just a bit. Yeah. It's a different feeling than the last couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks it's been very much this. Your shoulders are constantly tense. Today they're not so tense. You got the 7 of Wands in shadow. There's a truth. There's a truth that you know. It's not a fun truth. It's not a nice truth, but it's a truth. And you are legitimately running from that. Actively trying to light more fires around it so that way it takes away from what that truth is. You don't want anybody to see it. I want to read your words and see what comes out with the words. The shadow meaning of this card is victimhood and ego identification. The ego doesn't care about the nature of the energy that feeds it. Victim mentality and poor me feed the ego. Victim mentality engages in the idea that you are good while others have wronged you. Is resentment and pain a repetitive theme? What benefit do you receive from repeating these patterns? And I don't resonate with any of those words in regards to you. The message from that card is literally that there is a truth that you do not want to know, a truth that you are actively trying to push down. And I think you've got to admit to the truth. Admit to the truth so that way this darkness will let itself go from you, like this resentment of self that you feel. Bring the truth to the light. All right. Let's see. Miranda's digging my green hair. Digging my green hair. Lori, it is very, very hard. It is very hard. That this reading right here reminds me of how I felt when I was losing my granddad. And I was ready for it to be over with for him, but I didn't want to say that out loud, because if I said that out loud, then that would make it be more real, and it would also, make me look bad, because I'm like, hey, it's time for him to go. But it was the truth that I loved him so much that I just didn't want him to hurt anymore. And so this particular reading reminds me of that. That's the feeling that I have with this. It just brought that completely up. And it is very hard. And there are so many truths like that in life. There are so many things where you know that it's in the best interest of somebody that they do X, Y, and Z, but you can't say that to them, Yeah. Yeah. So see. Becca, my sister would like a card pulled too. Yes, Becca. So I have in here, by the way, Becca, Lydia, Miranda. Becca, is your sister sitting next to you? What's her name? Because I can't remember. And then Amanda. What's up, Amanda? Rachel, hi. How are you? Okay. So Rachel's your sister. Okay. Are you gonna keep? Are you gonna be my? What is it called? Oh my goodness, my words are not wanting to form right now. Moderator. There we go. I was like, there's the word. I see the word. I hate that, y'all. All right. You came back. Good. Good. All right. Becca's going to be my moderator. Keep me in track. All right. So we know that we have Becca goes next. All right. I wanted to make sure that I got Lori's reading out because she's got somewhere to be. And we're going to backtrack just a minute and tell you why I didn't have tarot this week. I have a mentoring teacher. Now she's just mentor, period. When I first became a teacher, this is who I mentored under, and she is a brilliant woman, absolutely brilliant woman. When she left education, she went into like life coaching, and she does these money mindset classes. And she sent me something over the weekend. She goes, I have some spots available if you want to take it. And so I looked at it, and there is a special number that I attribute to what I am manifesting. There is a number that every time I see it, I know this is associated with that path. And that number was in this PDF that she had given me. I was like, dang it, I got to take this class. So that's what it was, is I decided to take this money mindset class. And I can tell you this, it is designed to help you understand where your beliefs about abundance, where they are limited, and how those limiting beliefs prevent you from receiving the abundance. And it was very cool because there was a definite pattern in my life when it came to money, definite pattern. And once you start releasing those things and forgiving those things, it was crazy because the very third day of the class, I received money. I was like, this is crazy. This is nonsense, man. But it was true. So that's what it was. I was in a money mindset class that I enjoyed immensely and was able to do some shadow work in, which you guys know how I feel about shadow work. I missed Jared yesterday, Amanda. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Jared is working tonight. Is that it? Yes, Becca. I enjoyed it immensely. It was a lot of fun. It allowed me to, like I said, do some shadow work that I needed to do and needed to understand because it's part of the process that I'm going through right now is trying to understand why I have certain negative beliefs that don't benefit me. You know, there's sometimes you have negative beliefs and they benefit the person you are and they benefit the future that you have, right? But then there's some negative beliefs that limit the potential you have for the future. And so I've been very active in looking at what are those negative limiting beliefs. And that's what this course was really about, was just kind of how to take that a step further. I was being able to identify these things, but I wasn't really understanding how I was supposed to change it. And this class helped. So that was really cool. It was really cool. Oh no! Do you guys have a storm system, Amanda? Is that why he got a really bad migraine? I bet it was. I bet it was. That's rare for parents. Rare. All right, Becca, I am going to read your cards. Becca, I hear the word community. My right eyeball is itching. Here, I hear the word community and yellow. I don't know why I see yellow, but there's yellow and just community. You got judgment in shadow. Hold on. You share that favorite color with somebody. Who do you share that favorite color with? Because this is somebody wanting for you to know, but you've got to see it. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So I just keep getting community yelling, like the word community, community, community. By the way, you got judgment and shadow. You're getting yelled at. Okay. The patterns that you are in right now, do not benefit your highest self. All right? Patterns you're in right now do not benefit the highest self. I keep getting the word community screamed at me, by the way. Screamed at me. Community work. What is this? What is that community work? Why? The line in the reading that is just very bold for you is placing unrealistic expectations on self and others. You've been setting unrealistic expectations. Yeah, okay. So camp next week. What are your unrealistic expectations of yourself for this camp right now? There's a negative. Okay, this that makes so much sense now. There is a negative little thought that keeps kicking in the back of your head. And it is setting up an expectation that is not realistic. So what is it? What do you keep kicking yourself in the back? There is something very negative that if you keep mulling in your head the way you are, you're going to create it. You're going to make it happen. Kick it out. It's not paying rent. Get it out. don't let things occupy your headspace that shouldn't be there, that don't serve your highest power, all right? It's not about the camp, it's something that you're saying about yourself in relation to this. It is not the negative thing about camp. You're saying something negative about yourself. There is a almost fearful thing that keeps being repeated in your head about yourself. All right. Becca. All right. Lydia's next, right? Am I right, Becca? Lydia next. Oh, there's another thing that I needed to tell you guys, and I totally forgot. I learned another thing this week. I've been learning a lot this week, and it's been really cool. Very cool. I learned about a concept called the three cauldrons. It's a part of Celtic shamanism. And the three cauldrons are very loosely, you can connect them to like chakras, right? But they're not. I started practicing with them. It's awesome. It's awesome. All right. Lydia. I feel like I'm all over the place. Everybody's energy in here is really fun, but a little like messy tonight. Everybody's energy is just everywhere. It's almost as if everybody's got stuff cooking. Everybody has stuff cooking. That's what it feels like. It's like you all have this thing being created all at once. Miranda, yeah, the three cauldrons, by the way, is you have one in your pelvis, and that is your warming cauldron. And it is when you are born, it is born upright and full, right? That's your carnal knowledge. That's the knowledge you need in order to just have basic survival and movement and keep your body healthy, right? Then you have a cauldron of motion, and it's the motions of your life. It's the joy, it's the grief, it's all of that, right? And when you are born, you're born with it on its side and empty, right? So as you learn and go through the basics of survival, it'll start turning, and as you have more and more life decisions, this little cauldron will start to turn and fill, right? And then the third one is in your head, and it's the cauldron of knowledge. And when you are born, you're born with it upside down. And so you have to kind of make sure these two are in play for this one to be filled with spiritual knowledge. And so as you are cleaning and making sure that these stay full with good stuff, this one turns and begins to fill with the spiritual knowledge that you need. So flippin' cool, man. So flippin' cool. I've signed up for it's the Center of Celtic Shamanism. Signed up for their Facebook group so that way I can learn more because that was a really cool concept that I can totally understand a lot better than chakras. I've never been able to really grasp them, and the cauldrons I could understand easily. Lydia, what are you not speaking? Hmm. There's a happiness, but then there's a whatever. There's a happiness and then there's a whatever. The Five of Swords in shadow. You feel betrayed by someone? Or did you betray someone? I say that and immediately I hear Lydia go, "Oh, no!" By the way, Lydia is probably one of the nicest people that you will ever meet. So me even suggesting that is just no. Oh, people are getting on your nerves though. People are definitely getting on your nerves. This card is a card understanding though that what you perceive as annoying is what you perceive as annoying for yourself. It's a trait that you don't like of yourself. So, who's annoying you? Who's annoying you? And why are they annoying you? Because that's a mirror thing. You need to look at that and go, "Okay, that's something I think I need to fix for myself." But anytime somebody's annoying you, ask yourself why. Lydia's like, I'm done with these cards every time. Getting some kind of thing. All right, Miranda, it's your turn, kiddo. Miranda, no matter how old you get, I will always remember the picture that your dad had in his classroom of you surfing. And every time I see your name, that's the exact image. Like that's who I know as Miranda. Like and I know you've gotten taller since that picture, okay? But but every time I see the name Miranda, I'm like, oh, surfing. That's right. I like that, Becca. Yeah, that's her contact picture in my head. Gosh, that is the greatest analogy if I have ever heard one. We all have like these contact pics in our heads of people, right? Like Becca, your contact pic is always with you with like blue hair and it's always twisted and then tied in the back. Like that's every time I see you. That's awesome. Okay. Now I gotta wonder what people's contact pic of me is in their head. You know, is it just like this green haired woman with like Harry Potter glasses? Or do they imagine the full witch hat? Like, that's what I want to know. Right, Lydia. No. All right, Miranda, let's get in contact. Your legs feel tired. Um Not like achy, like it's been an all day theme park thing, but just like there's a tiredness to you, and especially to your legs. And for whatever reason, I see stairs. Six of Pentacles. You're going to make a deal? Let's see. Are you about to make a deal? This card is a card warning of legal and contracts. Why do I see a car? I'm trying to see what this is because I see a car and I want to say this is like a new car deal, but it feels more technical than that. Like it feels like it's a point of negotiation. Um yeah, it feels like a point of negotiation having to do with some type of vehicle. Okay. Okay. Now this makes sense then. Okay. You're going to have a bit of tedious time with this. There's going to be a point to very clearly read and very clearly state what is being given and sold. Okay. All right. Be very, very clear that you are reading those contracts. I believe you're going to find a mistake that if you would have signed it would cost you more money. Okay. So make sure that every T is crossed, every I is dotted. And make sure the wording is to where you can understand it. Because if you don't understand it, they need to rewrite it. They need to rewrite it. All right. That's crazy. That's crazy because normally it's just like very, very, I consider these very general readings where it's like, okay, this is what I'm feeling, you're feeling, validating that, yeah, you're not crazy inside your head. And with you, it's like there's a car and it's a tedious thing. I'm just like, okay, this is a good message. All right, who's next, Becca? You're, you know what, Miranda? Everybody for like the last 6 months have said that the life has been absolutely insane. But here's something I've noticed about the last 6 months: let yourself wish it. Let yourself believe that it's possible, right? Because the moment you do those things just start manifesting. And it's been in the last 6 months that it's just like that. All right, Rachel, you're next. Rachel. Why do I feel heaviness here? Like, it's pressure. I don't know why I feel pressure right here. Just like pressure, and there's a lot like divided attention. A lot of divided attention right now. Not to mention your left ear just started blipping. Yeah. The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, but in shadow. There is a lot of division in this card for me. A lot of division in this card, which makes sense for what I'm feeling already from you. Is a very dividing attention. Not being able to focus on one particular question, one particular need, one particular understanding. Like things are very just blurred right now. Just very blurred. Life entirely is blurred right now for you. And maybe that's why the queen is upside down. You're on your head. You don't know. Oh, snap. Nothing is ever good enough because you don't ever feel good enough. How accurate. Yeah, that one hit, right? That one hit. And it doesn't surprise me because I think that's 90% of women feel that, right? 90%. I will guarantee that. So because of that, you are shutting down people early. There are avenues of help. There are avenues of help that you have available to you, but because they are repeating things that you're already insecure about, you're cutting them off as an avenue of help. Is it something that you're willing to work on in order to begin to have that avenue of help again? That's the question that gets thrown back out. That's what it is right now. There's something that you try to actively avoid as well. But there is an avenue of help that you are not getting because of the fear of them bringing up what you're already insecure about. That's absolutely. Hello, Lori. How are you? You're a pro reporter. You know, I'm not going to say anything because so am I. Let that marinate just a bit. All right. And after Rachel, who did we have, Becca? We have Amanda. Leona. I did not see a Leona come in here. Leona, if you're in here, I am sorry. Hello. All right. I was like, oh no, I missed somebody. All right, Amanda. Amanda, your shoulders feel stiff. And I smell cigarette smoke and gasoline. Is there a movie you're watching? Because it's like there's something I see that's like it almost looks like late 70s, early 80s that I'm seeing. You were burning incense. Okay. Bye, Miranda. Have a good one. Love you too. You're watching Supernatural. What is it? Because this almost looked like Dukes of Hazards. Like, honestly, that's what it kind of looked like to me. It was like Dukes of Hazards. Like, I was seeing it through whatever, you know? So you ended up getting the Eight of Wands. Your dad would have watched that. Okay. Yeah, because that was definitely what I was seeing on there. There is just so much going on right now. Like, there's a tickle in my throat. There's a lot of noise. So much noise that it's hard for me to pay attention to this card right now. So I'm having a hard time breaking through hearing what I need to hear from the card, because the card is my focal point. The card is what makes sense of all of this. And right now, the only sense I'm getting is green, 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 and then there's water. And that's all I'm getting is green and water, you know? Hey, Kayla. Okay. There's 8 wands here. All right. And I'm going to say this is not going to be a traditional tarot reading right now, which I never do traditional tarot readings anyways, but there are images with this card that I need to pay attention to, because it's within those images that I'm about to give you your message. But there are 8 of them, and there are 8 of them here, and there are 8 of them talking. I don't know who these 8 are. Green is associated with all of them, and so is the sea. There's a spiritual question that you've been asking. It's something to do with your practice. You're not. It's a daily thing. There's a candle that you're lighting for it. I just keep getting told to keep doing it. Whatever you're doing daily, keep doing it. It's strengthening. I see flame. Feel very lightheaded. Very lightheaded. Okay. You've got to keep doing whatever this is. But this is on a very spiritual level. Very spiritual level. It is benefiting your higher self to do this daily. If you're not lighting a candle for this, you need to be. You need to be sending this flame in. I would go ahead and get one of the 7-day candles and light it. I think this is an attachment thing, yeah. Whatever whatever that is, and if you're saying it's avoiding these thoughts, you have a team of like 8 people that are just like, Mom, tell her to keep doing what she's doing. Keep doing what she's doing. Like it's a very strong, keep doing it. If you got to light a candle, but make it an active thing that you are affirming that this is in your highest interest, right? You've got to keep affirming that. Hey, Angela. So who do we have now? We have Leona, Lori, Kayla, and then Angela. Leona. I love that name, by the way. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie What Dreams May Come, but there is a woman in that, and her name is Leona. She is like she's someone that he meets in heaven, in his heaven. And I just love the name Leona. I think it is beautiful. Yep, it'll get better. Amanda, it will get better. All right, Leona. What do you not want me to see? What is it? There's like you're wondering if I'm for real, and you're also wondering if I can see something. Um I'm just going to ask how your week should go. What do you need to be on the lookout for? I say I say what do you need to look out for, and those that are are slightly superstitious, you're gonna be like, oh! But I find it funny because it just we'll talk about what this means. But what do you need to be on the lookout for? You need to be looking out for the devil. All right. Um is this literally like I need to look out for evil? No. No. Do you need to look out for someone that possibly doesn't have your best interest in mind? Yes. All right. Um, you will go toe to toe with that opposition. Okay. You will go toe to toe with someone who does not regard you in your highest power. Right. So watch out this week. There's somebody that's going to challenge you. They're going to challenge you. And it's going to be a kind of moment. And it's going to be uncomfortable. But you will prevail. All right. All right. Lori. Hello, Lori. Lori, I feel like you're sitting in a C-shaped chair. I don't know. It just feels very comfy. Like pillows right here. And I see a cat. I don't know why I see a cat. I see a cat. I see a very fluffy cat. Something's unbalanced right now. You got the Four of Pentacles. It's like finances unbalanced right now. 4 is a pretty good, like when you see it in forward facing, it's a pretty good sign. But when it's upside down, it kind of denotes for me that things are unbalanced. That like You're literally pulling from your own resources instead of pulling from other resources. You're basically draining yourself. Okay. Um, you are draining yourself. There is there's a lot of stress. A lot of stress right now. And your hands feel numb. That stress is literally compacting what you're already feeling. That's why I feel like you are pulling from your own resources. Um, your roots are in the air. Like if you were a tree, your roots are in the air, you're not really getting any nutrients and you're pulling from your leaves to just feed the trunk. Um, but I feel like it's just like it almost feels like there's no other way, that this is just the way it is. And you're looking for other answers. That's why I'm here. I got it. Um, I'm going to pull an oracle card real quick. I need a clarification. I need to know what you need to look at. Like we've identified a problem, but what do you need to look at in order to find your solution? Where is your solution? You got fire, spirit. You have a very defined spirit. You have been told before that if you want something, you'll get it done, even if you have to do it yourself. You'll get it done. So how are you going to solve this? How are you going to stop pulling from your own resources? You're going to get angry enough, because that's kind of what this is referring to. You're not angry enough. Get angry. Get angry. Get angry and go, how do I fix this? Because it's then that you're having this spark of genius. Okay, this is how I'm going to fix this. But right now it's this, you have resigned. Sorry. Got a really bad tickle in my throat. It's almost as if you've resigned to this is how things are. And this is how things are going to be. And you're not that kind of person. You're not. You're not the lay down and take it kind of person. So, get up. Get up. And get mad. And figure out the solution. All right. Hello, Alina. How are you? All right. Kayla and Becca, if anybody comes on after this, we're not going to be able to read them, okay? All right. Kayla. Kayla, there's a blahness, like you've been emotionally spent. Like when we get really upset and we cry really hard and then afterwards we're just kind of like tired and blah. That's what this feels like. Like you're just emotionally spent. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. You're being lured over to something. I look at this card, and the images on this card immediately kind of give me something. It's a very sinister, scarred person. Scarred is the thing you need to remember. This person has issues from the past. And this person is, come here, my pretty, right? Come here. They're luring you over to them, right? And there is something blocking between you two. There's something definitely blocking between you two. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic interest. This could be just a job offer from somebody. But there is this very enticing person offering you something. But this person has a very scarred past. And the past between you and that thing are very scarred. What I hear is she's going to do it anyways. That's what I hear is she's going to do it anyways. Have you already made up your mind about this? Is that why they're saying that you'll do this anyways? You've already made up your mind. So why tell me? When I asked why tell me, there was children. And I don't like that. It was just like a very fleeting image of children running past. You're getting an oracle card. Because I'm just like, what is this? There's been a lot of heavy readings tonight. You guys have a lot on your mind. That's why the energy felt this way. Got it. Well, I'm glad that I can be here then. Why tell me about this? Luck. Oh, good. Okay. You're being told about this because you've already made up your mind about this, and they're going to give you as much luck and help as they possibly can. All right. So like your spiritual team, right? Your spiritual team is going to give you as much luck and peace and just trying to make it work for you. All right. That's why they were like, she's already decided. Like, okay. So it's like trying to give you some luck, man. Good luck with this. I'm glad it kind of makes sense because I was like, this makes no flipping sense, dude. All right. So you apparently have asked like for their blessing, like your spiritual teams, like let me know whether or not you got my back. And they're like, all right, we'll give you some luck. All right, we'll give you some luck. It is what it is. All right, Angela and then Alina. Okay. Angela. Angela, I hear you say, what as soon as I connect to your energy, I hear you say, all I have is bad luck. No, the seasons are changing on you. The seasons are changing. You got the Eight of Pentacles. And when I look at the images, I see the falling leaves, right? And she's reaching for the pentacle, right? Um, but this came in shadow. So it's like your mood is changing towards your possibilities for work, for financial freedom. You're almost like giving up. You are no longer reaching up, you are reaching down, like because of the way the card shifted, right? You're reaching down. Um your understanding of what's possible for you has changed. It's almost in a very negative light now. You're not really thinking that much is available for you to live at the life that you're wanting to live. And those are very limiting beliefs, Angela. Very limiting beliefs. Stop it. Beliefs like that keep us continuously looking down. And if we want something better, we've got to raise our chin up. We've got to look around. We've got to see everything that's around us. If we're looking at our feet, or if we're looking behind us all the time, we're not going to see what's available in front of us. So that's why I say it's a very limiting belief. Look up. Look up. I know it's hard because the world beats us down. And when the world beats us down, we learn to look down, right? No, no. Look up. Look up. There are so many things to learn. Look up. All right. Alina, let's get your card. Ooh, I almost got nauseated. Woo. Ooh, like really nauseated. Someone around you, like pregnant, have morning sickness, something? Whew. Yeah. This is what it feels like. It feels like morning sickness. Very nauseated. We have to stop. Oh, all right. You got the Eight of Cups in shadow. And there's a couple of snakes around your emotions right now. There's a couple of snakes around your emotions. So right now everything's kind of spilled out because the cups are in shadow. So your emotions are spilling out. They're not actually filling, right? You are not feeling fulfilled. Even if these were upright and you were feeling fulfilled, the biggest imagery that I have right now is there are snakes among you. There are snakes among you. Now, snakes can mean pieces of knowledge, right? Or snakes can literally be somebody, right? Um, with your card, I'm feeling like it's a little bit of both. There's this knowledge that's being withheld from you, and because it's being withheld from you, you're not able to be fulfilled. Okay. And there are people that are actively trying to withhold that message from you. They don't want you to know this particular piece. Okay. Once you know that particular piece, it's not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. That's the other reason why the cups are turned upside down. But it will give you the chance to write things. Okay. Okay. You just got yelled at by Salem? For what reason, Amanda? Why? Just silly? I am going to pull an oracle card for our guiding card next week. All right. So this is what we need to open our eyes for next week. Lena's, it still got me all nauseated. Woo. Woo. Spoiled kitty. Our guiding card for next week. It's observation again. We need to observe everything. And that means no talking. No talking. Not literally stop talking for a week. But when people are talking, just listen. Watch them, right? Sometimes the words people speak don't match their facial expressions. Those are telling signs. Sometimes the things that we're asked to do don't match the feelings that were supposed to come with that, right? Sometimes the job description isn't necessarily what we're doing right now, and that needs to be observed, right? So, observation. We need to be observing very, very carefully everything in our lives. All right, my lovelies. All right. It is 8 o'clock, and I have spent an hour reading tarot with you guys. As per always, you make me happy. I am very proud of the community that we have here. All right. Be happy, be safe, and know that I love you. And I'll see you tomorrow for Whip Wednesday. Oh, Whip Friday.